And we're live. Holy moly, folks. Welcome to the 40th Annual Nashville Film Festival. My name is Ben. I'm the host of Nashville's late night talk show, The Ben and Maury Show. We are here on a wonderful evening. I'm with the director and producer of The Last Songwriter, which premieres tonight at 6 p.m. Gentlemen, can you introduce yourselves, Mark and Marcus?
Sure, yeah. I'm Mark Barger-Elliott. I'm the director of Last Songwriter. We're so excited to have our world premiere here at the Nashville Film Festival. And let Marcus.
Yeah, and I'm Marcus Hum, and I'm a songwriter and worked on the score, and I'm a co-producer with Mark on this project, and seems particularly right to be doing this here in Nashville.
Absolutely.
For our premiere.
I just actually learned a little bit about the film all of 85 seconds ago. And for those who are watching who don't know about The Last Songwriter, can you tell us what it's about?
I'll let the director tell you.
Okay.
Sure. The people who write the soundtrack of our lives, you know, the song that you fell in love to and the song that got
I haven't fallen in love yet, just for the record. But
so you're available.
But I'm
Is that what
available.
you're saying?
I'm
This
available.
is your moment
Yes.
to shine.
Yes.
So the folks that shape our lives inspire us, the songwriters. 80% of them have left town or given up on the profession because of the economics of it. It doesn't mean as much now that hard work and talent pay off, because streaming has changed the economics for a songwriter. Meaning you could have thousands of streams on Pandora, Spotify, but the songwriter gets just fractional pennies for that. Make a living. We've lost the middle class of songwriters, so people are giving up on their dream, their calling, and we thought this was worth shining a spotlight on, because who's going to write the soundtrack of our lives? And that moment when you do fall in love, there will be no song for you to fall in love to.
A dire future. You could have just said I was hopeless, Mark. You didn't have to tie it in.
Right.
But it's not, streaming has changed the music landscape
You
for
bet.
a lot of different people, not just songwriters, correct? But because this is about songwriters, do you, and maybe you said this, I'm sorry if I missed it, but do you have people, there's been an exodus of songwriters from Nashville. I mean, do we know how much, how many?
Right. It's about 80%.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So about 80% have left. So a decade ago, to be a songwriter in this town was viable. You had to work hard, but you could, pay rent. You could pay for braces. You could make a living. But today, that's a lot harder. And so we wanted to spotlight this change in our creative community that means so much to us, especially here in Nashville.
The film features some notable names. Can you talk about some of them? Garth Brooks, Emmylou Harris.
Sure. A number of songwriters offered their time to be interviewed and to talk about this subject, and to really, what we're trying to do is sort of let America know what's going on. I think there's a lot of misconceptions about songwriting, about the profession itself. I've been doing it for 30 years, and I guess part of my job that Mark gave me was to reach out to my contemporaries, to folks that I've been writing with and have known for many, many years, and ask them if they would speak to not only what's happening in terms of the economics and in terms of technology and lagging laws that are really outdated and just archaic, but also to talk about the love of songwriting and the depth of the culture that we exist in here. It's very, very special and very important, and I think it's important to our country. As is often said, a country without great art is not a great country. So that's what we're really focused on. It's not a lot of easy answers in this, but it's, Mark really wanted to tell the story. He wanted to let folks know, what's going on, and then hopefully that'll affect something in a positive way.
Well, and that's what I wanted to ask. Not to give away the ending, but is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Is there a hope to bring songwriting back?
Yeah, well, the good news is songwriting hasn't gone away. So there's still people who love the craft, who write every day. Music means a lot to them. The question is, can they earn a living or even a decent wage at it? So there's work right now being done by organizations and people like Marcus to help overturn these laws that were set in the 1940s that really regulate how much a songwriter can make. So the hope is through the Department of Justice and petitions and letting your government know, congressmen and women, maybe these laws can be changed, which gives the ability for a young songwriter to have some hope to make a living. So there's hope if those laws can be changed. So,
Speaking of young songwriters, the film does focus, if I'm not wrong here, on a young songwriter and maybe her struggles to break into the profession. Is that correct?
that's exactly right. So there's a young songwriter we followed, Jamie Floyd, who is incredibly talented. We also followed 4 Hall of Fame songwriters, and Marcus is a wonderful songwriter as well. But they're from one generation, and we contrasted that with Jamie's story, which is very, very different, where she had to work as a waitress and do a lot of other things to keep her dream going. So we follow her story, not to tell, ruin, or give away the ending, but we follow her and her moving story, trying to live into her dream.
Very nice. A little bit of levity here. As far as songwriters go, do you guys know a gentleman by the name of Buzz Cason here in town? Buzz wrote the song "Everlasting Love," and he was on our talk show. I host a comedy talk show in town. It's great. And
Was he funny?
well, he was great, and we were fine. But he came on our show as a guest and was talking about, to your point of who's going to be the love, who's going to be the person you fall in love with, and Everlasting Love, talk about a song to fall in love with. And he was so genuine in describing the backstory to creating the song. And then he said, but I wrote it when I was still with my first wife. I'm on my third wife now. When we suggested, perhaps wrongly, that he write Everlasting Love's Part 2 and 3 as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if he liked that suggestion.
Well, it maybe motivated him to write a song. Maybe that's all he needed.
He's made his royalties.
Yeah,
we need to focus on
the future.
There is for those who can. I don't know what time it is right now. We're nearing 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
When the film's going to premiere, but there's going to be a panel after
Yes,
tonight's.
exactly.
Can you give us some insight into who's going to be on the panel and what's going to be discussed?
Absolutely. So Marcus Hummin, Grammy winner, will be on the panel. John Seabrook, New Yorker writer and best-selling nonfiction writer. Jamie Floyd, our young star as well, and Lee Thomas Miller as well, hit songwriter in town. And president of NSAI. Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to say one other thing about that we do have an organization in town, the Nashville Songwriters Association International, which, it really does a lot to help songwriters and is spearheading a lot of the efforts in Congress to bring about comprehensive legislation, so change. And anyway, I know that, and it was very important for Mark to shine a light on their work that they do, because they're almost all we've got at times.
Right. So this is an active issue. I mean, it's important that this film be seen.
Yes.
And for folks who want to just learn more about the film, is there a film website that they can check out?
LastSongwriter.com. And so we also have a Facebook page, Last Songwriter, and we hope you check us out. Yeah.
Can I just
so
get
we're
your business
excited.
card?
Yeah, so thank you for your time. We love being a part of it. And good luck with your comedy show there.
Thank you.
Yeah, when is it again?
It's Thursday nights at 8 p.m. at the Centennial Performing Arts Studios. BenandMorrisshow.com.
All right, good to see
gentlemen,
you.
thank you.
All right, thank you.
And we'll be back a little later. Thank you. Appreciate it.